Hello my sweet humans, and welcome back to some Yogalates with Mimi. It's that mix of yoga and Pilates that just makes it extra delicious and extra spicy. I love that for us. We're gonna start in child's pose today. With your child's pose, let's do the yoga version of it. So your knees are a little wider, the toes are connected, and then nestle in. Push your bum back over your heels, but simultaneously reach out with your hands in front of you, so there's that lengthening element at your side body. And let's focus on our breath to begin with. Always a great idea, starting here with the breath, a deep breath into the stomach, into the chest. As you exhale out, feel how that breath radiates and helps you to connect with your whole body, even at the far ends and your fingertips and your toes. Another deep breath in. Exhale out, spreading out. For your next inhale, start to round your way up, come on your hands and your knees. Now pull those knees closer so they sit underneath your hips, and stack those shoulders over your wrist. Widen your sit bones to the back of the room, drop your belly, chest pulls forward, ground of your head lifts up high. With an exhale out, start to round, hugging the front body into the back body, magnetizing the tip of the nose with your pubic bone. And then release again. Feeling how your spine is made of those many, many vertebrae and how they can move against each other, squeeze each other, release, and come back to a neutral position here. Now tuck your toes under, push back again into a child's pose, but this time keep your knees just hip width distance apart. From here, rock back up high. Once your shoulders are stacked on top of your wrist, float those knees off the ground. Let's go again, cow stretch, allowing the belly to drop as you arch your back. Cat stretching, try to keep those shoulders over your wrist. This is a bit challenging as you round. And then also keep those knees really close to the floor, as if you are still touching the ground. One more here, find your cat stretch. And then release your knees back down towards the floor, untuck your toes again, coming into your child's pose from here. Walk your hands off the yoga mat, this time to the right side. At the same time, keep on pulling your left outer hip back in space. You can even duck dive underneath your left armpit if you want to get even more opening along the left side body. And then release and walk your hands over to the opposite side, lengthening into the right side body now. And take another breath in here. And then release, walk your hands back again, rounding your way up on your hands and your knees. You're back again to tucking toes. Engage your core and lengthen your tailbone more towards your heels, so you get that deep core powerhouse Pilates engagement. Then float your knees off the floor. From here, pivot on your feet, turn your knees to the right side, dip your left hip down, coming back through center, inhaling, switching over to the other side, dip, going over to the other side, beautiful, to the left, coming back to center, to the right. Same thing here. To make it more challenging for yourself, make sure you keep your your shoulders really over your wrists, instead of sending the hips up towards the sky. Give me another 4 here. You're looking good. You're looking sharp. 2 more here, twisting all the way, hip to the floor. Last one, coming back. Hands back down to the floor, untuck your toes. Now send your fingertips towards your knees. Let's release that tension in our wrists and our shoulders. Stretch back by pulling your shoulders slightly towards your knees, away from your fingertips. Bouncing back out of it, fingertips look to the front again. Walk to the front of the yoga mat if you're centered, so you have enough room out behind you. Then step that right foot out behind you, flexing the right foot. The toes are grounded through. From here, press your right heel away from you and also lengthening into the lower back. So there's that core engagement, and the shoulders shift behind the wrists. So it is a beautiful stretch for the calf, and we feel our core getting engaged. Stay here for one more breath. With an exhale out, release that right leg and extend your left arm out in front of you. Bring knee and elbow together underneath your belly button. Inhale to extend. Knee and elbow together. Inhale to extend. Hold it here. Mini pulsations. Thumb of your left arm is pulsating up. Right heel is pulsating up. Do those pulsations in slow motion. So it's maybe more like half reps rather than pulsations. Give me another 3 here. 2, Last one, hold, squeeze into that right butt cheek, then bend your knee, curl your right heel in and reach with that left arm around, catching your ankle. Squeeze into your hand, arc your heart forward, lift the ground of your head up high. Stay here for one more breath. Release and place left hand back down underneath your shoulder, lengthen your right leg back and around. Now turn your right toe and your right knee open to the right side, circle that leg straight around to the shoulder height, coming back again. This is a little bit too challenging. You always can bend that right knee, but feel into the strength of your hip as you circle that right leg around. Wonderful. Let's go for another 4 here. Remember to turn that right thigh out, so the toes and the knee always facing outwards before you bring that leg around. Just 2 more. Last one. Then hold it here and drop your right foot down in alignment with your left knee. Toes and knee are at the same height. Right fingertips reach up towards the sky. Inhale, open into that twist. With an exhale, close into that twist by threading the right arm all the way through underneath your left armpit. Stay dynamic. Let's go for another one. Inhale, exhale, thread that right arm all the way through. Inhale to open up once more. Then place your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Keep your right foot where it is, but sit your hips back down again into child's pose. The forehead can ground, fingertips can reach the opposite way, and if you want, keep your right foot even flat pressed down so you get that nice ankle mobility as well. Obviously your hips, your groins on the right side, enjoying that stretch as well. Stay here for one more breath. Exhaling out. And then round your way back up on your hands and your knees. Float that right foot off the floor. So engage through your core first. Float that right leg up. And then bend your right knee into your chest and step it right through between your hands. Come into your low lunge from here. Arms up high. Inhale beside your ears. Keep your pelvis neutral as you sink down towards your right heel. Exhaling out. Find your half split from here. Hands underneath your shoulders. Flex your right foot. Stick your butt out behind you. Feel the extension into your right hamstring. Let's go one more time. Inhale. Exhale, finding your half split. Beautiful. Bend your right knee. Keep your arms down though. So you frame your right foot. Lift your left knee off the floor, coming into a low lunge from here. Turn your left heel down. Open up into your warrior 2 with me. Sinking a little deeper into it by bending that right knee. Keep your shoulders above your hips though. The arms are parallel to the floor. Stay here for one more breath. With an exhale out, let's fly our warrior. Arms over the head, right leg goes straight. Sitting back down again. One more round like so. Fly your warrior, come up high. And then release and sit back down into it. Bring now your right forearm across your right thigh, left fingertips go past your ear towards the front of the yoga mat. Roll your left shoulder blade even further back and push with your left foot even more into the ground to get that full body extension from both ends. Stay here for one more breath. Release and cartwheel your arms back to neutral. Straighten your right leg and turn that right foot in. Arms go overhead. Inhale, then interlace your fingers behind your back. Push your head into your hands and vice versa. Turn your toes back out. Sit down, come into a sumo squat. Inhale to press back up high. Coming all the way down. And back up high. Squeeze into your glutes. Push those knees away from you as you come low. And don't forget about the pressure into your hands and vice versa. So the spine is nice and strong and stable. Wonderful. Let's go for another 3 here. 2 more. And your last one. Then stay here. Right elbow goes down towards that right knee. Touch and then come back up. So the challenge is really to find that connection. Tap and come back up. Move to the side. Tap and come back up. Let's go for another 7 here. 6. Fantastic. 5. 4, keep on squeezing into the booty. You can do it. 3. 2 more. And your last one, then stay here with me. Now extend your top arm, your left arm to the side. Join in with your right arm. Bring those hands together. Tap and open. So you stay in your side lean. Very challenging, hardly can talk. But bring those arms together without rolling the shoulders forward. Yes, 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 that's it. Let's go for another 5. 4, 3, almost there, 2, and I'm talking to myself, last one. Well done. Come back out of it. Now turn your feet back in and come into your forward fold. Using that forward fold to slow down the heart rate again, to relax through the neck and the shoulders, giving the abs a short little break. Then release, come back into half lift. From here, turn back to the front of the yoga mat. Step your left foot beside your right foot, coming into your forward fold. Place your hands by your hips, sweep your arms back and around. Stand nice and tall. Inhale, hands to heart center, Samastahiti. Inhale, reaching long from the feet up into the fingertips. Open the arms to left, right, outside. Find your swan dive. Oh, relax. Come into half lift from here. Inhale, you can have your knees slightly bent so the floor is close enough so the fingertips can be grounded. To free your right foot, stepping it right through to the very end. Sink your hips, but keep buoyancy underneath your right thigh. Push your chest forward. Wave your heart upwards, lift the ground of your head up high. Stepping it back into a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Coming back down onto your knees and your hands. And we're here back to the beginning. So once again, walking a little bit further out to the front of the yoga mat, that you have enough yoga mat out behind you. Then let's go with that left foot. Step it out behind you, toes are grounded, but foot is very much flexed. So you can push that left heel away and activate your core so you're not hanging in a lower back arch, but in a strong core. And from here, move then your shoulders more and more away from your wrists. Staying here for another breath in. Exhaling out. Shoulders bounce back over the wrist. Left leg floats, right arm joins in. Inhale. Exhale, bring knee and elbow together underneath your belly button and round. Inhale to extend. Exhale, curl it in. Inhale to extend. Stay here. Right palm is facing inwards. Left leg is facing downwards. From here, those slow motion mini pulsations. Extending long from the heel into the fingertips. Wonderful. Every time I lift my heel and my thumb, I make sure that I tighten my powerhouse even more. Nip it together. Keep it tight around the sternum area so it really comes from a strong shoulder and a strong glute, butt cheek. Let's go for another 3, 2, last one. Stay here, bend into your left knee, reach around with your right hand to catch that left ankle, kick into it, come into a stretch. Stay here for one more breath. Then release and set your right hand back underneath your right shoulder. Turn your left toe and your left knee to the side and circle it around. Try not to drop that foot, keep it nice and high. The slower you move, the harder it actually gets. So keep that in mind. Move super slow and feel badass about yourself, because you are. Let's go all the way around, round, round. And back. Just one more here, all the way around, squeeze and hold, and then place that left foot down so it sits the same height as your right knee. Open your twist, left arm goes up towards the sky, inhale. With an exhale, thread left arm through. Create space there for your thoracic spine. Let's do that one more time, inhale. Exhale, coming all the way through. Wonderful, lifting up and opening through the twist once more, inhale. Then place your left hand back down. Keep your left foot where it is, maybe even sealing the foot, the sole of the foot flat down as you push back over your hips. Taking a few breaths here. And then find your way back up high in your hands with the shoulders stacked on top of it. Activate your core, activate that left butt cheek. Float your left leg up, up, up. Well done. Curl your left knee into your chest. Step your left foot through, coming into your low lunge from here. Sweep your arms up, place them beside your ears, have your pelvis neutral, sink down. Find your half split from here, lengthening into that left hamstring, flexing that foot. Come back out of it again. Inhale. Exhale, half split. Beautiful. Keep your hands down to frame your left foot as you come back. Tuck your right toes under, float that right knee off the floor. Then turn your right heel across the yoga mat. Cartwheel your arms up high and come with me into your warrior two. Sit nice and low. Left thigh bone is parallel to the floor. Sometimes you have to widen your stance just a little bit, that you can bend that left knee into 90 degrees without the knee shooting over the toes. Shoulders in alignment with your hips. Have your pelvis in a neutral position. Stretch your arms long without tensing the shoulders. Keep them relaxed. Take another breath in. With an exhale, fly your warrior, straighten your left leg. Arms go overhead, sitting back down, maybe even deeper than you were before. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Now bring your left forearm across your left thigh. Reach with your right fingertips to the front of the yoga mat. Use that as an invite to roll the right shoulder back, back, back. Wrap your right tricep in. Right palm is facing down or maybe even backwards. Right foot is pressing into the ground. Stay here for one more breath, extending through the right side. Release, cartwheel your arms up high. Turn your right foot in. Open your arms over your head, interlace your fingers behind your back, and then turn your heels further in, toes back out. Let's sit down into our squat. I'm just gonna turn around. So I'm facing you again. Wonderful. So head is pressed into the hands and vice versa. We sit deep and low and we stay low. Lift your right heel off the floor, coming back down. Left heel off the floor, coming back down. So the head doesn't move at all. It really just happens all down here, which should fire up your inner thighs. Let's go. Wonderful. We're halfway there. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Stay low and grounded. Left elbow now to the left knee. Squeeze, come back up. Squeeze, and come back up. Give me another 7 here. Good. 6, fantastic. 5, 4, so close now. 3, 2, make sure you're still pushing that right knee away as well. Last one, stay here, extend bottom arm, top arm, hold it, clap your hands. Yay! Clap, wonderful, but don't drop that right shoulder forward. Keep it back. This is halfway. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, last clap, make it your best one. Well done, come all the way up, turn your toes in. Let's drop again, coming into a forward fold here. More so we can give ourselves a short moment of breather. Be here for one more breath. Your next inhale lifts you into a half lift, and then move to the front of the yoga mat to your left foot, turning everything to the front. Step your right foot beside your left foot. Hands sweep back and around. Stand nice and tall, shoulders on top of your heels. Inhaling, hands to heart center. Samastihiti. Inhale from the feet all the way up towards the skies. Open your arms to the side. Slingshot your heart forward. Be heavy in your toes. Come back down. Half lift here. Inhale, knees can be bent. It's almost like belly drops down towards the thighs. From here, step your left foot back. Sink your hips down towards that right heel and wave your heart up towards the skies. Coming into a downward facing dog from here. Undulating your way forward. Coming into high plank. Inhale. With or without your knees, find your low plank. Exhaling out. Inhaling to come into baby cobra or full cobra, up to you. And then come back again into your tabletop position. Wonderful. More at the front of the yoga mat. Stepping that right leg out behind you, flex your right foot, push into the foot. Lengthen your tailbone towards the heel, draw your navel in, press your shoulders away from you. Stay here for one more breath. We switch it up. So you keep on pushing backwards. Heavy in your hands and your right foot so the left knee can float up towards your belly button. Lower shin, ankle and knee back down. Tap simultaneously. Hug it back up. Come low. Hug it up. Come low. Hug it back up. Give me another 5. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it here, 3-legged down dog. Left leg goes up towards the sky. Bend your right knee, roll your left hip on top of your right hip. Stay here for another breath in. Then circle that left leg around to come into pigeon pose with your left shin in front, right leg straight out of your hip. Open your arms wider than yoga mat. Wave your heart up high. Inhale. With an exhale, wave your heart back down towards earth. Come back up again. Inhale, hands go back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your right toes under, float everything off the ground. Hug your front body into your back body. Step it back and come into a plank position. We're gonna go for push-ups. So with or without your knees, let's do some chaturanga push-ups. I drop my knees, but if I do that, I want to make sure that the front of the hip is still open and it's not the butt that is sticking out. My elbows stay close to my ribs as I lower chest down, then come back up high. We have 5. I know you can do 5. I know you're a fit pack out there. So let's go. Let's go. Wonderful. Last one. Coming back up. Float those knees off the floor, press it back, come into a downward facing dog. Take a breath in here, exhaling out. Beautiful. Shift shoulders over your wrists, pushing back into down dog. Shoulders over your wrists, push back into down dog. So you can stay with this variation, or if you're up for a little bit of a heart rate spike with me, then change this exercise to following. You push back, you have your knees bent, and as you push forward, you jump with your feet. Jumping back into down dog, jumping forward, jumping back. And maybe, as you can tell, it's a very soft and silent jump in both ways. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and your last one. Well done. Coming back on your knees and your hands in your tabletop position. Step your left foot out this time. Flex your left foot and push the heel away. Engage through the lower back. Move shoulders away from your ears. Press into it from here. Hug now your right knee into your chest. Place it back down. Tap. Come back up. Down, tap. Knee and foot arriving at the same time. Let's go for another 2. Last one. Wonderful. Come into a 3-legged down dog from here. Roll your right hip open. Bring right shin across the yoga mat for your pitch and stretch here. We are almost there. I'm recording this from Queensland, as you might know, Sunshine Coast. And today, I think it has like 35 degrees. Great idea to record a flow under the blue sky. But that's okay, that's what I do for you guys. That's what I do for you. Bring your chest back down to the floor. And back up. We are almost there. And again, I'm mainly talking to myself. Hands underneath your shoulders. Tuck your left toes under, hug front body into your back body. And coming into downward facing dog. Undulate your way forward. Inhale. Last set of push-ups on your toes or your knees. For 5, 4. Keep that core engaged. 3, 2, and your last one. Well done. Sit it back into child's pose. I'll leave it up to you if you want to have your knees wide or closed. Fully committed to your body one more time with all of your consciousness. How are you feeling? What's going on inside of you? Take that on board instead of ignoring it, and tailor your day so it fits into that answer your body just gave you. I wish I just could jump into this beautiful lake now to cool down. But rumors say there's sharks in there, so maybe I should not. Anyways, that's enough from me. I hope